Hi, my name is Joanna Rodriguez, and today I ask you, what's the meaning in names? Most people don't stop and think about what their name means, but if they did, do you think that they would find the story behind their name interesting? Furthermore, do you think that they would find that it fits their personality? When you think about it, there are millions of people walking around this earth with interesting names. Some are fortunate to have an interesting story behind their name, and others are not as lucky. I am one of the unfortunate. Although I love my name, I have been told by my mother that she named me after an actress whom she thought made interesting movies at the time. That story is not so interesting. I did, however, find it interesting that this same particular actress had a recurring role in one of my favorite television shows of all time, to date at least. The actress's name is Joanna Cassidy, and the show was a series on HBO named 6 Feet Under. Now, even though the series has run its course, I did find it interesting to see the woman I was named after, and look forward to watching her in future acting endeavors. Now, even though I do have this story behind my name, I wanted to find out more about my name and what it means. For instance, in researching my name, I found that it originates from Hebrew and that it means God is gracious. I was able to locate the meaning of my name on an online website entitled Your Name Meaning. Finding this information out made me realize that I wanted to learn more about my name and whether or not it fit my personality. I began to analyze the correlation between the meaning of my name and the different aspects of my personality. With that being said, I'm going to share with you guys the different sides of my personality through my association with individuals, my association with groups, and the assumed roles I've imposed on myself. This will help me steer you towards the reasons why I believe my name, through different self-concepts, reflects my personality. Through my association with individuals, I would definitely describe myself as being introverted with certain people and extroverted with others. I work for a local governmental agency, and through my agency, I tend to deal with people who work on a state and federal level. With these work colleagues, I tend to be introverted and try to steer all conversation towards a professional work level. I tend not to share much of my personal life with work colleagues, and for instance, for most of the people that I associate with through my organization don't know that I am recently engaged. Because of my lack of sharing, I am sure that my peers would classify my ascribed identity as shy and quiet. I am the total opposite with other people, such as close friends and co-workers. The reason I do this is because I have been fortunate to have friends that I have kept in contact with for years, and those are the ones who I can open up to. I can share my day-to-day problems, my hopes, my wants for the future, and any problems that I have within my circle of friends. I believe that my association with individuals through self-concept is not one-dimensional. Now, even though I don't give much information of my personal life to work colleagues, I appreciate them just as much as close friends because they make life a lot easier. The second means of self-concept is through association with groups. I can say that I categorize myself as a Hispanic female. Now, through this association, I find that I can relate to many women here in the Rio Grande Valley. Because we come from the same culture and gender and were raised in close proximity of one another, I would tend to have more in common with these women rather than a female Hispanic who was born and raised in, let's say, North Carolina. I would also classify myself as an employee who works in public transportation, first on the operational side and now on the financial side. However, when I go to trainings, I find that classification is too broad. Even at these trainings, they try to segregate us into categories such as small transportation or large transportation. Presently, I would classify myself as a transportation employee who works on the financial information of a small urban transportation program. From personal experience, I find that it makes life easier to belong to a group, whether it's personal or professional, because it leads to a sense of security. The third part of my self-concept would be describing my assumed role. At present, I would describe myself as a fiancée who will be married before the year ends. I would also describe myself as a daughter, an older sister, a student, a future homeowner, and a dog lover. Because of these associations towards my identity, I find that I can act a certain way. For instance, because I'm recently engaged, I tend to gravitate towards activities that are couple-oriented. I would also classify myself as a daughter and the oldest of 6 kids. I find myself in the role of a self-imposed secondary mother. I tend to want to solve or give advice to my siblings, even though they are not asking for my help. Not because I am in school, I would also label myself as someone who is trying to improve the quality of life, for not only myself, but my family as well. My assumed role will continue to grow and change as I grow and change. I can honestly say that I am proud of the labels that I have imposed on myself and would not have it any other way. I have given you a couple of different sides to my personality by talking about my association with individuals, with groups, and my own assumed roles. My association with individuals may bring out different sides to my personality, but I appreciate their presence in my life. My association with groups shows my appreciation for the sense of security they provide. My assumed role shows pride in the person I've become. It's true that you're able to find out who you are through your self-concept. This is because we learn who we are by communicating with others. Through delving into my self-concept, I believe that the meaning of my name does fit me. I am grateful for the people that I am in contact with, whether they are on a personal or professional basis, not to mention the roles I play in other people's lives. My name means God is gracious, and I am definitely grateful for the people that I have in my life.